How you doing out there? This is John Wayne Mercure, the Sonneteer, in beautiful Chandler, Arizona. I'm always happy to say that because it is really nice in Chandler, Arizona. Chandler, the Klieg light to the world. It's great here. And this is really hard for me because I've been thinking about this for days. All right? This is sonnet number 1310. I didn't even know what to write because the turmoil and the stress and the anger is so great. The name of this sonnet, 1310. The George Floyd murder demands justice. Only God is just, but we gotta have justice among fellow human beings. Sensei, that's me. I pondered for many a day thinking how to respond, what to say. Crying out for blood everywhere now. Crying havoc. Unleashing anarchy. Unleashing the dogs of war. We can't have that happen. That's not going to happen. We got to stop it. Derek Chauvin, whatever they call him, Derek Chauvin, kneeling on George Floyd's neck for 7 minutes? Or maybe it was 9 minutes. That's murder. All the accomplices in police uniforms, those are the 3 officers, they're all accessories to murder. And then there's the cover-ups, instantaneous lies. Thank God for video cameras. Thank God for video cameras in the phones. Everybody has a camera now. Good. Hey, we have to have police, but rogue cops must be held accountable. They're rotten apples of poison. They're poisoning America with murder. A police officer murdering somebody, kneeling on their neck for 9 minutes. That's murder. And it's awful. And then I think of Eric Garner in New York. He was choked to death. All right, anybody that's a sensei knows you get that radius bone up underneath somebody's neck. That's a chokehold. And that can't happen. And they murdered that poor guy, Eric Garner. Now everybody's forgotten his name. And that's the trouble with all these names of murdered people that are black. You tend to forget it because they've been dead. They're dead now. Eric Garner was choked to death. And George Floyd, they're killing justice when they do that. The rage, the fury, the naked anger is going to cause a revolution. And we got to stop it. We got to stop it. And I'll tell you why. The law itself is sacred. Nobody can break it. This is important to me, all right? I didn't even know about him, and I'm ashamed of myself because I teach American history and world history and government and all that stuff, but I never even knew about Bass Reeves. Shame on me. Shame on all of us. He is my law enforcement hero, Bass Reeves. He was born a slave. Think of that. A black man born of slaves. Bass Reeves was born in 1838. After the Civil War in 1875, a free man, he became a U.S. Marshal for the federal government. 32 years as a marshal in the badlands of the Old West. He arrested over 3,000 Old West outlaws. Bass, he believed that the law is everything. The law must be enforced. He said, I've lived under bad law. And without law at all, that's no life at all. That's anarchy. That's savagery. We can't go back to that. Law is everything. And that means all of us. The law is everything, Bass Reeves said. The law must be enforced. We have to enforce the laws. Nobody can break the law. America's Constitution, that's what it's all about. And America's Bill of Rights. Take the time to read them. They're the hope of the entire world. I'm saying right now, John Wayne Mercure, the Sonneteer, everywhere out there, please, all of you in this world, there's 200 million Chinese that speak English. All of you listen. You listen. Why? Because the American Constitution and Bill of Rights, read it. It's liberty. It's freedom. It's getting paid for your talents. And that's what capitalism is, getting paid for your talents. And if you'll just understand that, adopt the American Constitution. Adopt the American Bill of Rights. It's our gift to you. Liberty, freedom, getting paid for your talents. Not having somebody steal the money from your talents. I mean, you have a talent and you should really get paid for it, and then they take it all away from you? No, no, no. Capitalism, getting paid for your talents. All citizens, all human beings, all humanity, we must fight for this righteousness no matter what. That's what it is. Law, righteousness. George Floyd, Eric Garner, and countless others. Darian Johnson here in Phoenix. They all demand justice. It's only righteousness to have justice for these people. All society, all civilization depends on our republic in America to always do what is just. And see, only God does what is just. But we got to come as close as we can. I mean, this is too important. And I got the answer. And you're going to say, Sensei, you don't know nothing. I got 3 college degrees and 3 separate black belts. And I've had so many adventures in my life. I read thousands of books. I've tried and tried and tried. I've read the New Testament 156 times now. Why? Because I want to know, and I want to know. And here's the answer. The answer is really quite simple. Fight for righteousness. It's that simple. Whether you are black or white or Latino or Asian or mixed race, whether you are a Christian or a Muslim or Buddhist or atheist, whether you are a Confucian or a Catholic or a Protestant, be you Shintoists or Jewish or a Sikh or Zoroastrianist, true, you all believe those things? Well, good, good. But you've got to understand everywhere that all humanity, everywhere is just one united, universal human soul, universal human spirit, human conscience. That's God that's in our head. And to make Kivuzem, you got to understand that. We got to love each other. That's what righteousness is. One human soul. And we got to wake up out there. I'm talking to the world. Are you listening? Maybe not. But I'm trying. Sensei's trying. We must simply be righteous. It's as simple as that. Is that so hard? I guess so. I guess so. Must we kill? Must we kill? Must we kill the human race? You know, it's just awful. There's 7.7 billion people in this planet at stake. We got to get serious. You're listening out there. I'm just asking you, no matter where you are, it's righteousness. And I'm going to tell you, I'm a radical Republican, just like Sherman and Sheridan and Lincoln and Grant. We're going to have righteousness no matter what. No more slavery. Republicans freed the slaves. And President Donald Trump is my hero. He's my hero. And I don't care what anybody says about that. He's an American capitalist. Getting paid for your talents. Getting paid for your talents, that's America. Talent, that's our national anthem. Freedom, liberty, to use your talent. And then now, right now, they're going out and they're burning property over this poor man, George Floyd. They're burning property. They're tearing down. They're rioting. There's anarchy. That leaves dreams in ashes. I mean, people need those jobs, those buildings, and they're burning them. What the hell is going on? Can't you be righteous? I guess not. Dreams in ashes. And then we have all these people clogging our courts with sewer lawyers, frivolous lawsuits, log jams in court, corruption in court. We got to have righteousness. And I'm talking to you lawyers especially. We have to have righteousness. And we're not righteous, and that's wrong. This is America. Why cannot people simply just be righteous? I don't get it. It is that simple. Only Satan is winning, Shaitan, Satan, Lucifer, Beelzebub. I'm telling you, it's awful. Satan is winning. Where's the righteous? It's always the same old thing, all right? It's the Garden of Eden. It's the righteous against the wicked. It's good against the evil. We're being tested. We have to be righteous. We're being tested mightily in the whole world out there. Can't you just be righteous, please? I'm begging you. For the sake of righteousness. In every culture, everywhere around the world, murder is condemned. Thou shalt not kill. In every culture, stealing is outlawed. We got to understand, we got to be righteous. And President Trump, if he has to, because of all this burning property and rioting and problems, disobeying the law, President Trump, he should call out the military of our brave heroes. They're all volunteer military, and they're patriots. We have to have law and order. Our republic is at stake. It's too important. We can't lose this republic. Benjamin Franklin, when he came out of the Constitutional Convention, they asked him, what kind of government did you get for us? What are you going to do? And they fought like cats and dogs, because I've been in there in Freedom Hall in Philadelphia. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, what kind of government are we going to have, Ben Franklin? And he said, a republic, if we can keep it. That means a strong military, low taxes, and no slavery, and all those things we're going to fight for no matter what, even if it costs 666,000 dead, murdered Americans in the Civil War to free slaves. Well, we don't want anybody slaving to anything. We want people paid for their talents. And this here is that our republic is at stake. God's righteousness is on trial. That's why I have all these people mention the different religions and the races and whatever. Hey, we're all human beings. Can't we just treat each other as human beings? I'm just asking you to be righteous. Et te make Hebrews am. That means love yourself first with your talents. Until you work with your talents, you're not going to amount to anything. You can use your talents. You can do it. I believe in you. Et te me, you love yourself. Hebrews am. And love those who love you. Be righteous. Love those who love you. God bless us, everyone. Et te make Hebrews am. Au revoir.